Hi Libra, happy birthday. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your mid-September tarot reading. It's kind of going into October as well, like September 15th to October 15th. It's not the exact day, mid-September to mid-October, okay? So your birthday season, for sure. So, what are the messages for Libra? I hope everything's going well in your life, and I think September is going to be a bit of a work month, and then things are going to mellow out a little bit in October is what I get the feeling of here. But let's get your energy in there. It's wanting you. It's wanting me to connect with you, really, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. All right, I gotcha. September 15th. Messages for Libra are right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, look at that. King of Wands flipped right over for you, Libra. So the King of Wands usually is Leo. We have the big lion in the background. Doesn't have to be. It can be a fire energy around you, Sagittarius or Aries as well. But it also could be your energy right now. The Leo is all about action. The King of Wands, I should say, is all about action. He has no fear, all the confidence in the world about pursuing what he wants, what he's after, okay? So, and he likes things about status. Um, he's at the top of the food chain, right? So let's cut these cards. They're definitely ready for you. There we go. We'll get them back here because I'm going to turn the camera down when they're all laying out so I can tell you about them. Okay, so we got that Leo there. So in the recent past, you have the Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Lovers. The present, you have the Fool. Well, you had the Fool in reverse. I should say that. The Fool in the reverse. And that makes more sense right now that I see the Hermit. And you have, wait a minute, you have the Sun. Very nice. In the future, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Knight of Wands. I'm going to turn these two over, actually. So, in the recent past, let's come down here a little bit so you can see. Here you have Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Lovers. It shows that you've been working really hard, trying to get everything done, you've been very busy. You could have been pulled in a lot of directions, meaning that, you've had things to do at home, things to do at work, things to do with family, things to do with friends, and very, very busy. You could have been traveling, locally a lot, a lot of communications with people and visiting perhaps, and just working really hard, doing a lot socially, especially, But and from all this work, you're getting some sort of victory. You're reaching some sort of success in a way. So this is recognition or reward that's going to come to you from all the hard work that you've been doing, Libra. You're going to get recognized for all that you were able to manifest here, And I told you, the Leo energy is all about taking action, about what you're wanting, the goals you're trying to seek, what you're trying to achieve. Leo just doesn't think about it. King of Wands goes after you, takes action. So these are very action cards here. And so there's something that I think at least one person is recognizing what you've been able to do, like all the work you've done, you know. You've done a lot. You're very hard worker at the very least, okay? So, and this is all that you've been able to create. And then you have the Lovers. And the Lovers is, it's another six, you know, 866 you have here. This is a choice, you know, and it's about, you could be thinking about what you want to do now, which direction you want to go in. Because after this success, after this reaching this victory, I have a feeling that you're thinking about change at this point. You're thinking about doing something new. You feel victorious at what you've done, the work you've been doing, the, you know, all the what you've been trying to achieve, you've been achieving it. You've been doing it and you've been successful at it. And now I think you may want something new. This could be in the form of relationship. You know, this could be in the form of something new that you, the direction you want to go in, perhaps, okay? Here in the present, you have the Fool, the Hermit, and the Sun. So the Fool came out in reverse, and I usually don't do reversals, but I think it's important at this point because here we see that this idea of choice, idea of, you know, maybe wanting to do something new, feeling like you're successful at what you've done already. And I feel like there's some sort of something new has come into your life that's made you start thinking, you know. And here is the Fool. The Fool is ready to come into your life. This is the Fool ready to take a risk, to a chance, to do that, start a new chapter, you know. However, the Fool is in reverse, and this is reluctance. You know, you're wondering if the time is right, and I feel that maybe you could have been working at this for so long that perhaps the change is difficult for you, you know. Anyhow, you're going to think on this. You're going to think long and hard. You might get some time away to consider this. Just retreat for a bit to really think on this because I think it's decision time. You know, it obvious is with the Lovers here. This is connected to this decision that you want to make, you know. I think you're ready for new, ready to move on, but reluctant somehow, worried that, you know, you're walking away from something you're good at or something like that, okay? But you don't have to worry. I think either way, whether you stay or whether you go, you're going to be successful. You're going to be happy because I think mostly it's about the state of mind you're in. And you have this King of Wands energy. It's very, you know, he's confident and feels good about where he is and where he's going. And you have the Sun after the Hermit. I think you, after you come out of this, because you could see this light starting to shine through, You're starting to understand where you're going, what you're doing now. And the Sun promises success. This is a yes card. It's definitely a yes. This is, you know, I really think that, like I said, either way, whatever you decide to do, you will be happy and successful at. However, I think that this new beginning is you're going to be extremely happy that you decided to go with this. If you look closely, see here within the circle, see that kind of lotus flower, whatever that flower is, and then there is another one above the Sun. See it? If I tilt the card that way, can you see it in there, right there? Okay. So there is, there's reluctance, but you just need to think about things. That's who you are. You like to consider things first before you jump, before you leap. You're not as risky as the fool. The fool just leaps without looking, and you want to think, look, I got to think about this. But all that, the what you do, how you do it, and how you get there is all good. It's successful. You're happy with where you're going, okay? I also like here we have an Eight of Wands and an Eight of Pentacles. These are both very hard working cards, okay? They're both action cards. They're both high energy cards of communication, socializing, networking. This is more travel than the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is more staying put and doing a lot of work, possibly working from home. But now you're making the plans. You're getting all this together to getting ready, right? You're getting everything going, everything connecting, and it's a matter of time, all right? Here we have the Empress, because you are getting everything together. You're figuring it all out. You're doing the work and making the connections so that you can bring this to life. The Empress, she is the Queen of Queens. She is she's reached the top of the food chain as well, as far as being someone we would go to for guidance, for education, for nurturing. She takes the seed and gives life to it. Quite often we think of her as the mother. You may be a mother, but I feel this is more about bringing something to life that you've been resisting a little bit because you could have put so much work into what you have done already, and now it's an equal amount of work to move forward. But you're not afraid of that. You need time to consider, because you're Libra. You need to weigh it. You need to weigh this. Anyhow, not long after you are moving, the Knight of Wands is the action card for sure. You feel good, you feel free. Both of these cards are cards of freedom. This usually has a horse in it too. In other decks, you see the horse here too, which is the card of freedom and free spirit. That free spirit. And this is exactly what you're feeling now, but not sure if it's, the right decision, the mature decision. You're trying to be very mature about this, say, with the Hermit and the Empress. This is very mature energy. And because it could be a youthful idea, right? And you're trying to think wisely about this, okay? So you've given it thought, you've researched it, you've looked into it, and you decided, I'm going to go for it. I am going to go for it. Again, you could be traveling, I'm feeling like, with the Knight of Wands. This could be a new creative idea that you're moving forward with. I know you're moving, and I feel like you want to be free of something. Free of something, all right? That you've put a lot of time and energy in. Let's have a look at, oh, by the way, those are the Light Seers cards. And I'm bringing out the Luna Soul. Can you see that very well? She's the darn light, eh? Oops. All right, so the Luna Soul. Let's take a couple of cards for Libra. Tell me for Libra. This is a time of where you're doing a lot of thinking the rest of September here, before you make your leap. You're going to make it. I really feel you're going to make it. You have a lot of new energy here, birthing energy, and you're wanting something different now too. Like you're wanting free from something. Wowzers. A bunch of jump cards. Boy, are you ever wanting free. Look at that Wheel of Fortune. Here's a change. Carmela. Shh, 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 shh. This is a change of fortune. The wheel is spinning in your favor and bringing you, I think, what you want. The Page of Discs and the Knight of Cups. So the Page of Discs, this is creating something new, as we know. This is something that you probably haven't done or feel very inexperienced doing, all right? Also, very inexperienced just with change alone. You could have been working, doing something for a long, long time in your life, and now you're starting a new job, or now you're living in an apartment instead of your house. Now this is like change for you, big change. And like I said, you could feel a little bit vulnerable, a little bit inexperienced. However, you're very excited of what, oh geez, look at all the possibilities. Look what I can do with this, you know? I feel like this is in also the security realm with your finances. I feel like you could have sold a business, a home, and are now starting out again, not financially necessarily, but you know, what will I do now with myself, my money, my future? I also feel that there could be love in the air. This Knight of Cups plus added the Lover. And don't forget about the Knight of Wands, who is the insufferable flirt and very passionate energy. So you could be in communication with a Knight of Wands. This is someone who wants to pursue you, or you want to pursue them, to grow something new here, you know. You could feel weird about being single again or dating again, or maybe this is your first time dating. I don't know. But it feels new to you, and it feels very like, I think you're just loving it, loving it. And this could be the inspiration for all the change that is cooking for you. Change is cooking for everybody, I'm going to tell you. But I'm going to bring the camera up a little bit here. Change is cooking for everybody, but for you, it could have been triggered by meeting someone, and maybe that's not the someone you end up with, but you realize, you know, I really like a companion. I'd love someone in my life now. And so you could be making changes in your life for that, right? So what's the next card we're going to get? We're going to take one from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Okay? I'm going to read a tiny bit. Not much, just a little. Because usually what the book says is just they just have a great way of interpreting, or, you know, relaying the message. So tell me, for Libra, for September, October, their birthday season, what is the message they need to hear about right now for all these new beginnings happening? Something growing. There's something beautiful, romantic, I feel. And I feel like it's creating change. This is definitely your card. Ha! Follow your own rhythm. Look how beautiful she is, you know, and free. Again, free. This message of free. Okay, let's see what that says. It's a number 5. Oh, look, I landed right on it. This oracle brings you a special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is the time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation and environments that are more gentle, spacious, or nurturing, and perhaps more peaceful. That's what we see in the Hermit, right? That's what we saw in the Hermit. And that's in the center of your reading. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, make love, and share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you can experience a positive, energetic exchange. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. That is beautiful. So, it's perfect too. And this is, this is what you're doing in the Hermit. You're taking that time to think about it, to not rush or not resist, and feel, what is this right for me? Trying to get some clarity, see the right path, okay? And the right path is what feels right. What feels right, okay? Not what our head tells us we should do, not what our heart necessarily wills us to do, but what our gut, what it feels right for us, okay? Anyway, Libra, how beautiful. That's really, really nice. And it sounds like you're kind of come out of this time mid-October with a clear vision, goal, and intent of where you're going. And with all the success, the sun shining behind you, forward on your path. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, Libra, and I will talk to you soon. I'm in Toronto this weekend at the Holiday Inn, Dixon Road. If you're in the area, I'd love to see you. There's lots of mediums and tea lead readers and all kinds of things besides myself, I mean. And so it's definitely worth to stop in. Hope to see you there. If not, and you want a reading, you can contact me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com. All the information is in the description below. Love you lots. Bye now.